My name is Riley Christensen, and today I will be talking about the book The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot. This book is about HeLa cells, which helped launch a medical revolution. HeLa cells have been used in improvements in medicine with polio vaccine, chemotherapy, gene mapping, cloning, and in vitro fertilization. But all of that happened without her family's knowledge that her cells were still alive. Once Rebecca Skloot found out about this, she set out to tell the story about both family and medical phenomenon. Before the book was written, nobody knew who Henrietta Lacks was, not even the scientists who used the cells. Many called her Helen Lane or Helen Larson. Rebecca Skloot did an amazing job combining both the tough family life that Henrietta Lacks lived and her medical journey. She talks about the medical uses for these HeLa cells, as well as how she got to the point of using these HeLa cells. Henrietta Lacks got these cells extracted from her without her knowledge. She got them extracted from a tumor that was growing in her cervix. Now you may think that's a little strange, but it was amazing because this was in the 50s when our medicine wasn't as advanced as it is now. They told Henrietta that her cancer was terminal, that they couldn't do anything about it, which was even worse for her because she was an African American woman who was also very poor. So at the time, people thought they could just take things from these people without even telling them. So I found this amazing because Rebecca Skloot set out to find justice for this family and tell them all the amazing things that their mom was able to do. HeLa cells were extracted from the cervix and put into a culture in a petri dish and put in the fridge. Now usually these cells would just die away, but something that happened was they kept reproducing. This was strange because in a recent experiment, they had grown a chicken heart, and even though they thought it was kept growing, somebody was replacing the chicken heart tissue every day, so they didn't even think that what was happening with her cells was even possible. And throughout this book, Rebecca Skloot shows us through her family home while she had the cancer and what they were doing in the lab. And as Carl Zimmer said, she tells the story of Lacks and her family wrestling the storms of the late 20th century in America with rich detail, wit, and humanity. The more we read, the more we realize that these are not two separate stories, but one tapestry. Personally, I would recommend this book to anybody and everyone because it not only talks about the medical phenomenon of HeLa cells, but also how we got a lot of the vaccines that have prevented diseases from coming to us and have helped probably some of your family members with cancer or even help you not get polio. Throughout the book, you get to see the highs and lows of not only her family life, but as she's passing away. Her first daughter had epilepsy, and she had her at 14, and she died when her last child was only 2. So, dying at such a young age and having children at such a young age was just so amazing to me because I got to see not only her the medical standpoint of this, but also the family standpoint, which was absolutely amazing. So if you would like to read about this, again, it's called The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot. And in the words of Adrienne Nicole LeBlanc, this is an extraordinary gift of a book, beautiful and devastating, a work of outstanding literary reportage. Read it. It's the best you will find in many, many years. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you read it and enjoy it as much as I did.